AI, Chinese mainland has got a very quick development in the past few years. So Hong Kong, we benefited from this. There's a very big demand for the talents in AI, especially for those deep tech. The GBA area has a very good the resources and also the market, the people, and so on. So should be a very good collaboration partner.
Actually, I just updated the data because I used to have the data that Cyberport hosted over 2,200 tech startup and 300 AI big data such companies. But now I think the newest data is 2,300 and the AI big data like relative companies turn to 400. Very new data right now. So I think they're the ones held as Hong Kong Silicon Valley, that is the great expectations for the Cyberport. Do you think we have already achieved that?
Still a long way to go. We do have some sort of progress, but then I think it's still to be a long way to go to achieve the requirement to be a successful technology park. Yeah. The figure itself is good, but still lots of companies can be attracted to here. Yeah. So let me tell you about the why we have got a big increase in the number of companies here. The first one I think is because the development of AI and also the Web3 globally and also the Asia Pacific region. If we are talking about AI, Chinese mainland has got a very quick development in the past few years. So Hong Kong, we benefited from this, and we have attracted a lot of the AI companies from the mainland and also locally incubated by ourselves, and also they are focusing on the AI area. So that's why one of the figure why the AI companies have been increased a lot. The second one is I think Hong Kong has opened up a good what the government always advocated to attract more and strategic enterprises and also the talent both from the overseas and from the mainland. So in the past 1 or 2 years, a lot of achievement has been got because say for us more than I think the figure is more than 200 something the strategic enterprises have their presence in Cyberport right now. They have opened up their companies or opened up their bases in Cyberport. So these two ways have get us the number of companies or also the tech companies or strategic enterprises has been increased a lot in the past 2 years. But still a long way to go. Yeah.
How can we push the Cyberport's AI startups to have the technological breakthrough or to secure their funding?
Our supercomputing center have a full capacity by the end of this year. By that time, we will have more than 3,000 the computing capacity will be offered. So in the past few months, even though our capacity has not been achieved the full, but then the demand and also the utilization of the computing power is pretty good. And then more than, as far as I remember, more than 10 companies or strategic enterprises have been directly using the supercomputing centers capacity or the computing power by using the government's subsidy scheme. You know, in Hong Kong, the Hong Kong government has a full support for the development of the artificial intelligence. They have just launched AI subsidy scheme of 3 billion Hong Kong dollar, and then for those eligible enterprises, they can use those funding to pay for the computing resources they consume. So at this moment, I think the demand or the usage of the AI computing facility of the computing power is pretty good. And as I echo what you're saying is that because AI has been also still have a long way, has been growing very fast. So the demand itself has also been getting higher and higher. And our AI supercomputer center, one of the target itself is not only providing the computing resources to the companies, but also we want to use this as a stepping stone or as a platform or as a benchmark to attract more investment in the supercomputing resources provision. So we hope and also believe other companies may have the investment in providing in the supercomputing resources. So not far away, I think the resource supply is abundant, but still the demand is pretty good, it's pretty high. So I think it's a long investment and also a good investment for the people to have the direct investment for the data center to provide the AI computing services.
So what do you think that Hong Kong's most unique value in GBA's financing ecosystem today?
Hong Kong is traditionally is an internationally recognized financial center. So we have a very good the funding platform, funding infrastructure, and also the fundraising capability is pretty high. We have the expertise, we have the infrastructure, we have the people, and so on. So what our Hong Kong can provide is what I've just mentioned to help those potential investors to get the deal done, to get the as much as a potential investment target as much as possible. And also, once they got the right candidate, they have their investment directly, maybe sometimes of the fund management, fund folding, and also the fundraising, and so on and so on. All this procedure and also all this support from the financial side is pretty strong and pretty clear and open. So from our Hong Kong, I think is what we could do is to insist or persist what we did good before, and then to cater for the new demand from the different types of venture capital investor, and also the other type of fundraising scheme, fundraising modes.
So how do Cyberport have the unique ways of the fundraising?
In these 2 years, I have just mentioned, and following the policy, the strategy of the government and also our mainland, Chinese mainland, and we do our utmost to attract more and more strategic enterprises coming to Hong Kong and have their bases or presence in the Cyberport. And all these companies, they have not only bring out their technology, their companies here, but also they bring us the people, and also sometimes they want to come to Hong Kong to set up the company because they want to get the funding. So we have a large pool of resources to support if in case you have the presence here, and then you have potential sources of different types of funding available to you. We will also plan to step up our support to those funding, to those, as I mentioned, the newly coming strategic enterprises or our locally incubated startups, by saying that different types of funding may be set up soon, and then in cooperation with the financial entities or some other government body and so on. So to get enough funding and also to make our ecosystem, all the companies here have a reliable and potential big enough sources of funding. This is what we are want to do.
We talk about investment, the fundraising, but people is also very important.
Sure.
Yeah. So do you think there is a significant talent shortage right now in the artificial intelligence areas? And how does the Cyberport address the common problem?
You are talking right. There's a very big demand for the talents in AI, especially for those deep tech. Not deep tech is how to the more sophisticated more technical side of the artificial intelligence technology. The shortage is very obvious. So what I just mentioned is we want to attract more strategic enterprises, both from the Chinese mainland and also from the overseas. One of the reasons is we want them to bring in the technical know-how and also bring in the people to Hong Kong to raise up the technical standard of our AI technology in Hong Kong. Mm-hmm. So, and other than this way of attracting the overseas one, as far as I know, and also we Cyberport also cooperated with the Education Department of Hong Kong government and also some other bodies to have the AI education, the AI know-how, technical, the implication of how to using AI and so on.
So we talk a lot about like Hong Kong's advantages and Hong Kong's attractiveness, but I mean, if we have a like broader view, now we often talk about the Greater Bay Areas. Yeah. So how do you see the Greater Bay Area's development, like in finance or in technologies?
Actually, when we do our strategic planning for our company, for Cyberport, and also for our business development, and also we have taken the GBA as a whole in our consideration. We didn't take just Hong Kong alone, mm-hmm. because you know that we have a very close contact with the other cities in the GBA area, and also we can supplement each other in terms of funding, people, technology, and so on. So we have a good mix, a good portfolio where we work together. So sometimes maybe people think that maybe a competitor between us, yeah. But to a certain extent, it still have a good companion, good collaboration between us to supplement each others in terms of the people, the funding, and also the technology, the market itself. Mm-hmm. Hong Kong traditionally and also have their good experience in how to cooperate with the GBA area. Mm-hmm. Because in early times in the 1980s or 1990s when the Hong Kong industry development just began, mm-hmm. we have a very good use of the good collaboration with the GBA area, how to make Hong Kong industry going up very fast and very successfully in the past few years. Mm-hmm. So I think the same applies to technology. The GBA area has a very good the resources and also the experience, the market, the people, and so on. So should be a very good collaboration partner.
I read that there used to be some plans that is in corporations in Nansha and Qianhai. Sure. Yeah, I think. How's this going on, especially under the 15th five-year plans right now is being proposed? Do we have some like new corporations, like expectations?
In fact, our cooperation with especially Qianhai and Nansha is ongoing. We have a long history of cooperation with Qianhai, and so and other the provincial the government bodies in the Guangdong provinces. Mm. So I think the moves is going on. The details after the 15 five-year plan getting more and more specific. So we are still looking to make our work in line with the 15 five-year plan, and then to fully support its implementation.
I know that you have like large participations in the Belt and Road initiatives, and I also thought that you went to Middle East to study. So
2 times.
Yeah. So how is that helping the cyberport to develop?
The cyberport itself has also many delegation, the business delegation going to these Belt and Road countries. Every time when we have set up a delegation, we will invite some of the companies in cyberport, mm-hmm. and then form a group, maybe 10 or 15 members, and then going aboard to those countries. And in fact, in the past few years, 2 to 3 years, we are successfully also been build up some sort of connection and some sort of the official ties with the government body, maybe the semi-government bodies there, like the KCST of Saudi Arabia, the Future Foundation of Dubai, and so on. And also recently, in the mid of this year, we have signed the MOU with the Hub 71 of the UAE, and so what we are doing is build up a networking infrastructure and also opening dialogue ties with those government bodies and also some of the prominent enterprises or companies there. In fact, in the last 1 or 2 years, we have some sort of very successful cases where some of our companies here have got a big business there as well. So what we are doing, I think we will keep it on and then try to open up more and more countries in the Belt and Road, maybe especially those one in the Middle Asia and so on. So the work will be going on.
Okay, thank you so much for accepting our interview.
You're welcome.